know that feeling when you start developing that game and the week passes by, then the second week passes by and your game just starts getting more and more playable. You find yourself enjoying that game while you're playing it so much that it's hard to get back on track and develop it. And in your mind, that game has a fun gameplay and has a very bright future. But how do you actually know whether that exact game is gonna connect with the player, is gonna connect with the viewers, and does that game have capability of being spread widely and being planetary popular, so to say? How can you know that, and how can you be the closest to sure that that game has potential? Well, how I basically do it myself is whenever I'm making any of my games, I ask myself the first thing before I start doing any work at all. I zero in around one simple thing, and that thing is asking myself putting myself in the perspective of a player, and more importantly, YouTuber, because the number one source of traffic towards the broader audience for me is YouTubers, because YouTubers, if they find that game fun, they will play it. Back in the day, 2022, I made the game Mr. White, and the game was doing quite well for the first month or a couple weeks after, but people kind of played it. You know that analytic that says downloads and views, it was going like this and then slowly going down. But the game had one key feature. It was fun. It was the kind of game that is proven to work, because I made game look like granny. Now, my special teaching is not to copy other games, not to make your games as clones of other successful, but at the time I was still very, very young, and I was going for my game to be fun. And by me doing that, a few weeks later, one really special YouTuber, really big, sort of say, YouTuber, made a gameplay video about Mr. White. And you know that analytic graph, from being down, it slowly went really up, because Markiplier made a video about the game. That video right now has 4 million views. And after him, iShowSpeed played also my game, and many other successful indie horror game YouTubers, the YouTubers that film gameplay videos around that niche. So, the first thing when you're making your game, you need to ask yourself, do you see that game being played by big YouTubers? Like, you may personally believe that game is quite gonna do good. It's like, you like it, you find it really good, but that doesn't necessarily mean that other people will play it. So, you need to ask yourself, if I was a YouTuber, would it be worth for me to make a gameplay video about this game? Because if it would, then if that YouTuber makes the video about your game, you get all of this free attention, all of this attention for completely free, because that's a win-win situation. YouTuber gets a good video and you get more players, and the spiral really goes just up and up, because once Markiplier made a video about my game, it actually got played by all these other YouTubers, looked at his video and got idea for their own, so my game spread it widely. Now, I made a big mistake, and at the time game was still a demo version, and I was super lazy to finish it because I haven't structured myself properly to have a mindset of somebody who finishes the game actually, and I just got too lazy and got too like heated by all of that popularity, and I just thought I can finally break free. And that's actually winded up with me uploading game months later, where everybody forgot about it, the game sort of died. And I mean, in my opinion, if I published the full version literally 2 or 3 weeks after Markiplier made his video, the Mr. Right might be bigger. But who knows? Look, never think of that self. I mean, from now, my best move is to don't think badly about or sadly about the past, and just believe that I can do it again. And I fully believe about it. I don't believe it was luck, because I made sure that my game is actually the game that players will enjoy playing, and YouTubers will enjoy making video about it. So that's the first thing that you gotta ask yourself. And second thing, if you wanna actually, if you want for your game to actually be a legend and to don't die quickly, is to make sure that your idea is unique, weird, and unhinged in its own way, enough for it to don't be forgotten and for it to be remembered in the roots of person's brain when they play it. I mean, think about it. Chuck Nolemland, my game. How hard is it for players to forget it? How hard? Because when you see Chuck Nolemland, you almost can't think of anything before that you've seen. As far as I'm concerned, maybe some of you will be like, oh, that game looks like that one and that one, but trust me, being fully serious, for me, it's something completely new, because it came to my mind. I mean, I did a process with myself of just thinking in a certain way before even starting to make that game idea, kind of aligning myself towards the right way. And that's why I so quickly and all by myself managed to make the idea for Chuck Nolemland and make that demo version all by myself very, very quickly. Right now I'm polishing the game, doing my best for it to go as best as possible as a full version, and also every day I'm making videos for you and thinking of videos of how I can help you make your games fucking legendary, never forgotten, okay? Now, I don't want you to kill your game idea. Please, please, please don't kill your game, and please don't waste your time just before even doing any more of the serious work about your game. Think of your idea. Is it worth it? Because trust me, once you know for sure that your idea is worth it, your motivation and drive in your body, in your heart, in your mind, you'll feel it, will be 10 or 100 times stronger and more aligned towards you finishing that game. So, thanks for watching. Very soon I will be going really, really, really deep into how exactly I'm doing it step by step myself. But just for now on, the only thing you can do is just stay on the channel, stay tuned. I will release it all soon. Thanks for watching.